are showing you that's why we need unity. We have to help each other out to come out of these traditions and these religions. You understand? Because we cannot do it by ourselves. What you see here is unity, black unity. Have you ever seen this before? No. And guess what? All of us here, and most of us here, aren't over 40 years old. We are young men reading.
That's right.
Think about that. Reading, my brother. This is not a teacher with a whip behind your back to tell you, read. We are reading because the Spirit of the Most High is back on us. His prophets are back. And you will be a prophet, my brother. You just got to step up and wake up your people. Correct your people. Somebody and he come back, what would you tell him? You're my BT. That this is God's beating. This is God's beating. What you're seeing here. This is God beating. And what you're seeing today, we're taking up the ghettos, the hospitals, the cemetery, as you don't know. Yes, we take it up. That's the way God what's the word? That's the way God correct us. That's the way God decide to put it in with good, for we know that we're doing wrong. You understand? Read it.
Yeah.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6.
Read.
You were sold to the nation, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath.
Know this, that is not the end of the world. We coming together is the end of the world. God doing this to us is not the end of the world, my brother. You understand? We coming together is the end of the world. Why they always so focused on us? Every time, think about it. All the past revolutionaries, why they kill them? Why they assassinated them? Why? Why? When we come together, why they don't like it? Why? When we decide to help each other, why they despise it? You have to ask yourself why. You want to know why? Because we coming together is the end of the world.
That's right.
We are going to end this world in unity. We're supposed to come back together because you know why? This happened to us for a reminder to know the seriousness of breaking God's laws. Read.
Read again.
Ye were sold to the nation, not for your destruction.
And guess what? This ain't happening to us. It's not our history. We were kings, my brother. My sister, you were a queen. We can't get back there. Princess. We can't get back there. And you were a prince, my brother. We can't get back there. This wasn't for our destruction. This was just a reproach. This was for just correct us. For us to know the seriousness of breaking God's laws. Right? Read it up.
But because ye moved God to wrath, ye were delivered to the enemies.
Remember I told you this now, if you go and do opposite to what you told your son or your father tells you, you move God or you move your father, your son move you to wrath. And there's consequences to that, right? Read.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God.
So we base sacrifice unto devils, Colossians 2:8 now. Let me show you a sacrifice to the devils. Let me show you one. Let me show you one. Colossians 2:8. So Valentine's Day, if you check the history, it has nothing to do with us, my brother. It's not our religion. It's not our custom. It was given to us. It's a custom of the heathen. We were not supposed to follow the heathens. We are above the heathens. And the heathen means nations. Because the Most High God gave us a nation. The 12 tribes of Israel is our nation, my brother. Read.
Book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8.
What do you think about Valentine's Day? What is the topic? You know what about that? What was... No, I'm alright. Let me ask answer the question. Are you going to celebrate it or take part in it? How about your wife or your spouse? You ain't get up? Alright, good. Come. These holidays, like the same Valentine's Day, the world celebrating, red and white, whatever. Is it supported by God? No. Hold on, stick around, my brother. We're going to read a scripture, you're going to go afterwards, right? This is what I'm trying to show my people here. Right? Read.
With Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
So Paul is saying, beware. Like you go to a fence, you see, beware of dogs. Paul is saying, beware of a man that comes to spoil you through philosophy. One philosophy is Christmas. Easter, that is coming up. All of these philosophies, my brother, all of these philosophies, God says, beware of it. Read.
And vain deceit after the tradition of men.
After the traditions of man. You believe in God, right? And you will do everything what God says. And you think that what God says is actually the right things, right? Good. So if God says, hey, don't take part in no philosophy, no religion, no tradition of the world, would you do that? Remember, it's your mouth to God ears, you know. Well, that is what he's saying here. Which holiday you celebrate?
That's what I said. I can't tell you that I will do everything.
Well, this are showing you that's why we need unity. We have to help each other out to come out of these traditions and these religions. You understand? Because we cannot do it by ourselves. What you see here is unity, black unity. Have you ever seen this before? No. And guess what? All of us here, and most of us here, aren't over 40 years old. We are young men reading.
That's right.
Think about that. Reading, my brother. This is not a teacher with a whip behind your back to tell you, read. We are reading because the Spirit of the Most High is back on us. His prophets are back. And you could be a prophet, my brother. You just got to step up and wake up your people. Correct your people. And stop waiting on these false leaders. Because AP and you are AFC nonsense, it's not for us, my brother. Where was AP and you and AFC when the man was getting shot in Golden Grove? Where was them in Barbados with the two brothers that got shot, the two cousins? And recently with the protests, even though it was a foolish protest, there is no representation. What about Skilly Bang? Skang, you follow them? You think they are good role models?
I think no music is not a good role model.
No music. How about Ras Leon Sall? He's head of the Rastafarian group in Guyana. Alright, he's a person fighting for legalizing marijuana.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you think about that, mommy? You think that's right? What do you think about that, my brother? It's not right, right? But guess what? 30 grams of marijuana is legal already in Guyana. Based on that man. That's the foolish leadership we're looking at. It's like, what's his name? Judas. 30 pieces of silver. 30 grams of marijuana. Think about it. It's deceit. Read.
With Colossians chapter 2 verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the rudiments of the world and not after Christ.
And not after Christ. Everything we follow today is not after Christ. Well, not we here, but I'm saying majority of the Israelites that are not believing in the scriptures, they are not taking part in following Christ. They are following traditions of men, Matthew 15 and verse 3. Christ even said it. You follow me, they're going to hate you. No Christian church has been hated today. They are not following Christ.
Right.
And that's the truth. But you follow Christ, as he said, the world will hate you because the world loves its own. Our people love this world. Everything they do it for the world. They dye their hair. The hairstyle, the clothing that they wear is of this world. God says the woman should not wear pants, my brother. Nor the man should wear dresses and skirts. The world, don't the world do that? The man wearing dresses and the woman wearing pants. look and see. Even to the elder women are into it. Because they are unwise. They don't know. That's why we're here. But guess what? God did not give up on you. That is why the prophets have always been on the streets teaching. That is what Jeremiah was doing. Ezekiel, Baruch, all of the prophets you ever know was doing that. Because what? This was a sign to the people. There was a witness to the people. God is still trying to get you back. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandments of God?
Why do you always transgress the commandments of God? You know it's a commandment of God? Passover. That's actually showing the creator of all who created the stars, the heavens, the earth, the animals, everything, even to you. We must keep it, and that's a sign to show what? The beginning of a new year. Not what they told you. You ever heard of Passover? Yeah. Tell me about the Passover. You ever heard of Passover, my brother? Yeah. You do? Aaron do. You said you heard it, right? You said you heard it. Tell me about the Passover. So you don't say somebody said Passover? What do you think? See that same thing? See that? You see that? Alright, that might be a little tough. Let me switch it up now. Have you ever heard about the Israelites? Yeah, is God's people, yes. What about them? Alright, think about it. What do you think? You ever heard about the Israelites, right? What do you think about them? What you heard about them? Or what you know about it? The name?
Well, they were in slave bondage in Israel.
He said?
They were slave bondage in Israel.
In Israel?
Egypt, sorry.
In Egypt?
And what else?
And what else?
Well, God sent Moses
And after that, they just decided to vanish. They disappeared. See that? What do you think, mommy? Because I'm sure you read the Bible, right, mom? Right. You go to church too, right? Good. But who are the Israelites? So you ever heard that name before? Huh? What? Tell me about the Israelites. God's people. Give me Romans 11:1. And what happened to them? We know that Moses did deal with the Israelites. He took them out from Egypt through the wilderness. And what happened after that? They just vanished? Where are they? I'm going to show you something great. Hey, you just win the lotto, boy. Hey, let me show you. Yeah, buddy. I'm going to read something to you. Where are the Israelites? I'm going to show you. Read.
The book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 1.
Let's see if God gets rid of the Israelites or they're still alive today.
I said then, had God cast away his people?
No, that's a question Paul is asking. Has God cast away his people, get rid of them, kill them out, they die out, they don't exist no more?
God forbid.
God says no. God has never left the Israelites. So the Israelites are still alive today.
Yes, right.
So who is the next question? Who are the Israelites? That's the question now. So we know they're still alive. Where are they? Deuteronomy 28:64. Where are they? Who are they? Now we sound sure. What do you think, mommy? What do you think, my brother? At the end. We are. You are the Israelites. You hear me say that, right? You have to speak like that. You know why? Because when you speak like that, you know who you are. You ask anybody to the outside of this what's happening here, I'm a Guyanese. Even though they don't know, the way how they answer is like, damn, this person is a Guyanese. But you're not a Guyanese. Guyanese means nothing but land of water.
Right.
Nothing else. But Israel is more. More. God gave us that name. We have to honor that name. But let's see where and who are the Israelites, my brother, right? Where and who are the Israelites, right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, the verse 64.
No.
This is Moses, right? Speaking to the children of Israel. You understand? You see with me, mommy? Read.
And the Lord shall scatter thee.
And the Lord shall what?
And the Lord shall scatter thee.
God says he's going to scatter the Israelites. Why? 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
Because we listen to God, he shall scatter us. Get it? Listen it out.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Uh-huh.
to observe,
To observe what? Maybe religion. Let's see.
to do all his commandments.
God give us commandments. God give us commandments. That's why he scattered us, because we broke it.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.